What's going on, Average Tech Guy here. Today we are back with more tech and more reviews, and this time we're going to be looking at 10 of my favorite or 10 of my best accessories for the iPad Pro in 2020. So far I've done the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, and now this is my final one for end of the year. Let's check out these top 10. So the first item on my list would be the Magic Keyboard. Now, Magic Keyboard is gonna come in at $349. You can probably find it on sale from now to the end of the year, but basically this is what you're going to get. You're gonna get this super sturdy keyboard. It has multiple standing angles due to the floating hinge, and it connects through the 3-pin connector on the back. Has a nice slot for the camera also on the back, and the keys have backlight as well as a trackpad and nice key travel. Now the only thing missing on this is a full dedicated shortcut row, which a lot of people actually griped about. It didn't bother me that much at first, but moving forward using this device, I actually got a little irked because I did not have that shortcut row, and it just made it a lot harder to kind of do some of the things that you normally would do with that shortcut row. But other than that, it's a great sturdy keyboard. Hard on the bottom, hard on the back, has a floating hinge. It allows your device to charge through the port on the side as well. What more can you ask for? Magic Keyboard coming in at about $350. Next up, we have the crown jewel of the iPad, because this is probably one of the best accessories, like the #1 accessory. This is the one that everybody wants to get their hands on, is the Apple Pencil. It's going to run you about $130. You probably can get it for right now, $99 or so. It's normally on sale until the beginning of the year. This is it. The Apple Pencil is probably one of the most versatile devices that you can actually pick up for the iPad Pro in 2020. It sticks to the top, and it also charges magnetically across the top when it is docked on the iPad itself. And with the introduction of our new iOS, you can take full advantage of Scribble as well as the drawing of shapes, and they actually look like the shape that you drew. So you got tons of different features with this pencil. You have a screenshot method that you can use. This is one of my favorite things to do when I need a screenshot. And basically the fluidness of this pencil, the pressure sensitivity of this pencil, it just works. They should have called it the Magic Pencil, because it's one of the best devices that you can pick up for this iPad Pro in 2020. And for most people, this is probably the must-have item to go for. Next up, everybody's not going out spending that $349 on a Magic Keyboard, so you got to pick up a case. And my go-to case of the year is going to be the Zugu Alpha. Now this comes in 5 separate colors, but this executive brown is my favorite. It has hard edges around the sides. It protects your iPad all the way around, front as well as back. Your pencil is still able to connect up top magnetically, and is still able to charge. If you don't want to leave it there, you can always store it in the pouch that's right on the back side of it. As mentioned, magnet is super strong, super sturdy, and you're gonna have these 9 different standing angles, so you can enjoy anywhere from creativity mode to entertainment mode and all in between. This is the Executive Brown Zugu Alpha case for your iPad Pro. So next up is productivity. Because we only have one USB Type-C slot on this device, you gotta have something that's going to get you productive. And this is the device for that. This is the BaseUs Hub. Now, this is gonna run you about $60 or so, but I think it's well worth it. Now, the BaseUs Hub comes with a detachable piece in the middle. You can slide that out, and if you have the Smart Keyboard Folio, you can just slide that right over both the iPad and that keyboard. If you're just using the iPad by itself, you're gonna wanna leave that piece in, because it will stick to the side and you won't have any issues when you do that. This device is actually a 6-in-1 hub. It comes with a 3.5mm headphone adapter. It comes with USB Type-C power pass-through up to 60 watts. It also comes with SD card and micro SD card slot, HDMI, and it has a USB Type-A. If you notice on the bottom, you still get a cutout for your speaker grill. That's so you're not gonna lose any of that volume from that speaker on the bottom. And it actually is a great device. Now, we know that our iPad is not going to output in the full scale on our screen, but still it's a good little thing to have. If you have those thumb drives laying around, SD cards, micro SD cards, you can just pop these in and transfer your data as much as you need. Transfer is not that slow. It's actually pretty stable, and I haven't had any corruption while I've been transferring my data back and forth from my SSD to my iPad throughout this whole time. And also think about this. If you're not buying a Magic Keyboard, if you're not buying a Zugu Alpha, sometimes you may need for that iPad to stand up. So this device really comes in handy. This is the SUPCASE multi-angle stand. I've ranted and raved about this thing for about the past 2 years. Very sturdy stand, tons of standing angles. It's not gonna fall over. It's super pocketable. You may not want to put it in your pocket, but it does fold down really flat, and you can put it in just about any bag and take it anywhere. And wherever you have a desk, you can have your desktop setup. Just drop this down, put your iPad there, bring a keyboard in, a mouse in, and you're good to go. There's no issues with this, and you have tons of versatility while using the SUPCASE multi-angle stand. Now, this next device is not for the faint of heart. This thing costs about 250 bucks, but I will tell you, it is extremely worth it. This is the Zendure SuperTank Pro. It is a 26,800 milliamp hour portable battery that has 4 USB Type-C slots on the front, an OLED display, and it actually tells you what percentage you're charging at, how many watts you're putting out per device, and you can plug up 4 things at once. So in theory, this thing can charge your computer, your tablet, your phone, your Nintendo Switch all at the same time. It's really worth it. One thing to charge everything. In my book, this thing is what they say, the super tank. It's super portable. It's not too heavy, but you will notice it when you put it in your bag. But I say that to say this: when you get to where you're going and everybody needs that juice and you pull this out and everybody's able to connect and hook up, you are going to be the savior of the day. This is the SuperTank Pro by Zendure. Next up, a lot of people ask me about my screen cover. Now, I in no way work for this company and they do not pay me, but I use this on every device that I own. This is the i-Carez screen protector. Now, you get 2 of these for about 10 bucks, and I say that it is really worth it because this is a matte light screen protector that allows you to draw and write like you were normally doing on a piece of paper. I've had no issues out of this. I've had no bubbling. I've had no pinching, bending on the sides, no nothing. This has been the perfect matte screen protector all while I've had this iPad. And you guys know from my videos that you see this every day on a daily basis when I post a video about my iPad. I rock with this. This is probably one of the best, and it's awesome. You get 2 for $10. I mean, you can't beat it. This is the i-Carez screen protector. You should go check it out. And one of the biggest things about this device when they actually announced Apple Arcade was the ability to connect your controllers from your Xbox and your PlayStation to this device. So Xbox controllers have been my go-to. Now, the PlayStation does work, but Xbox has been it. The controls are nice and fluid. You don't have any lag when you're transmitting, and the setup is really simple. You're basically just going to connect it like you would connect it to your Xbox. But it's a dope combination. You don't have to plug anything in. You just press your X button. It works. Hands down, one of the best mobile gaming experiences you can have. And with the addition of Apple Arcade, it makes it just that much more fun to use your Xbox controller on your iPad. And the newest item to my list would have to be these. These are the Airpods Max. Now, these just came out. They're gonna run you about 549 bucks. But let me show you exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get this weird looking case, number one. That's like the craziest thing ever. But when you put them in here, you go into this low latency mode. Then when you get ready to take them out, boom. They're gonna automatically sense that iPad. They're gonna connect, no issues whatsoever. You don't have to fumble around with touching buttons, pushing things. It's just gonna automatically work. Apple AirPods Max. I've done a full review. They sound great. The weight is good. The build is awesome. Only thing I ever worry about is this mesh piece up here. But other than that, It's really good. You're going to be able to remove these cups and replace them if anything happens to them. So after using these for about a week or so, I can kind of justify the price because we know that Apple's price tags are always going to be a little higher than other companies. But if you want to play, you got to pay. So these are some of the best earphones that you can actually get to link up with your iPad. They're simple, they're convenient. Once you open them up, they automatically pair. You don't have to fidget with buttons and things. Everything just works, and that's why these are on this list. And if you want to use storage, so you got USB Type-C connector, you gotta have something that's good to go with this. So the Samsung T7 Touch is probably one of the most comparable, one of the most protective SSD that you can actually get nowadays. This thing has a fingerprint scanner on it. You're not going to be able to get into it unless you put that fingerprint in, no matter what is on there. So it's really good, really protective, and it has password protection. Now, password protection has to be set up on a Mac or either a PC, but the fingerprint scanner can be used across the board, whether it's Android, Windows, or your Apple devices. So a great device that you can pick up anywhere from about $129 to $399. You can catch it on sale right now though, but it's a great device if you want to keep everything safe and secure. The only person that can get in here is the person whose fingerprint has been encoded into that fingerprint scanner. So that has been it. These are my top 10 end of the year. I've done a lot of reviews on a lot of tech and a lot of different accessories, and I want to thank all of you guys for supporting my channel throughout this year. Couldn't have done it without you. Let me know your comments down below. What do you want to see going into 2021, and do you want to know more about this iPad? I know there may be a new one coming out very shortly, and we're hearing rumors of M1 chips inside of iPads, which I'm hoping that is true. But let me know in the comments down below what you think. What are your favorite accessories? And tell me what you think about these that I picked. Hopefully 2021 will bring very great things to this channel. I'm hoping to do some giveaways, some bigger giveaways this coming year. So stay tuned. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. Please continue to give me a big thumbs up, and please continue to stay safe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.